Are you ready to go on a journey together? A home reno decluttering journey? Are you? If yes, keep watching because today I am starting my home declutter, organization, revitalization, interior design process, okay? And lucky you are here for episode 1. And today we're starting with the kitchen declutter. So what do I envision this process looking like? Well, step 1, we need a declutter. After we declutter, we need to organize. After we organize, we need to acquire and replace. As you will see in a minute, my kitchen has a lot of items in it. And a lot of these items were acquired at IKEA, church rummage sales, the side of the curb because people are throwing them out, Facebook Marketplace, or the item was purchased on sale. If you know me, you know I love a heavily discounted item. It doesn't matter what the item is, as long as it's on discount, I need it. Even if I don't actually need the item, because it's on sale, I need it. You get that? Some of these items me and my husband have had since university, and we are at a point in our lives where maybe we need to upgrade. So when I'm acquiring and replacing items in the kitchen, my philosophy is going to be buy it once for life. So I want to invest in high quality, good pieces that I can buy once and that be it for life. So looking around at my kitchen, nothing looks like it goes together. I don't really like any of the items, not any of them. We do have some nice pieces, but you know, you can't even see them because the kitchen is completely cluttered. And because it's spring, I thought, you know, spring cleaning, what better time to embark on this journey together. But as you will quickly see, I don't need to just do the kitchen. I need to do the entire house. We have so many items. Whenever I go into somebody's house that is decluttered with minimal items, I'm so jealous because I don't know what it's like to not be a hoarder. And my philosophy to acquiring new items is going to be research, research, research. Like many of us, I am an impulse shopper. I buy things that I don't need, don't want, and don't value. And because of that, I am always searching for the next thing. It's almost like that's what they want, you know, consumerism 101. So I want to be free from the shackles of consumerism and just buy one thing that I love and keep it for a very, very long time. To that end, whenever I acquire a new item, I need to very, very thoroughly research it. And one thing about me was when I was a lawyer, I was known for writing these extremely well detailed, thorough, almost to a fault, like did it really need all that information, memos, client memos, research memos, transaction memos. I was really good at that and I really enjoyed it. So I am kind of missing that research element now that I don't do anything, that I'm a content creator. So I was like, well, maybe I could put those research skills into researching the items that I want to own. And that way it'll satisfy two things. Number one, that research piece that I've been missing. And number two, impulse control. Because if I'm committed to, you know, thoroughly researching a product, maybe for a couple of weeks before purchasing it, I can't impulse buy it because I haven't done the required research to purchase it. That's what I'm hoping with this journey. By the end of it, I will have, you know, lifelong, high quality products that I love in my kitchen and beyond when I get to the rest of my house. And it might be helpful for you if you're in this stage of life. There are some things in my kitchen that I really want. Like for example, we don't have any pans. We have one frying pan, but we don't have a pan set. Because I'm gonna have to acquire those higher ticket price items, this makeover, this kitchen, you know, redesign, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take time, but I know at the end of the process, it will be worth it. And because Rome wasn't built in a day, we're gonna have to start this process by first decluttering. So today we're gonna do two things. The first and the more fun thing is I'm gonna show you some items in my kitchen that I really love and that will be staying. And then after that, we'll get to the not so fun part for me. Maybe you'll like watching it. But today we are gonna be decluttering two pantry. In one of the pantries, there is a mixture of my husband's protein powder, a bunch of spices, flour, sugar, and then in the other pantry, there are a bunch of sauces, olive oil, salt. I don't even know what's in there. We'll find out. But let's get to some things in my kitchen that I love. So first up, we have these silver candle holders. I got these at a church rummage sale. They're silver plated. I also got these pink candles at that same rummage sale. And these candlesticks candlesticks. They were $20. The candles I think were $1, and I love them. I was looking for some vintage candles, but I wanted silver in particular, and I couldn't find them at the price that I wanted to pay, but I found these and I love them. Even though lit candles in a house makes me anxious because I think a fire is imminent, you know, just one tip away, but unlit, they're gorgeous. I do think they dress up a table spread if you're having like guests over or a dinner party, so I really do love them. Now the second thing I wanted to show you is this cheese grater. Okay, whoa, who needs a big cheese grater like this? Nobody, but we have it and it's beautiful. It's more an art piece than an actual cheese grater, and it's crazy because, okay, so a couple days ago we had my in-laws over and I was like to my husband, he pulls this big cheese grater out and I was like, oh my god, just use like the normal cheese grater. Like, are you gonna clean up the cheese grater after, because it's quite a process to clean it? And he's like, no, don't worry, like these items are meant to be used, like we should use it, we're having people over. And I'm like, yeah, totally, but are you gonna clean it after? He promises that he would clean it after. I'm looking down, there's cheese in it. He didn't clean it. Anyways, the brand of this is Alessi. It's beautiful. I hope to acquire a lot of Alessi pieces slowly, if you know the price, to replace a lot of existing items. And one last thing, which is also an Alessi item, it is this juicer. What do? You put a lemon here and then it juices, or a lime, or any citrus, really. Anything that can be juiced goes here, juice comes down. Again, this is an Alessi piece and it just looks so beautiful. Well, not in my kitchen because you can't even see it intermixed among all the clutter, but at the end of this process, it will look beautiful in my kitchen. It kind of looks like a spider, daddy long leg. This is kind of the style, taste. I don't know if you can get a read on me based on just those 3 items, but if those fit your taste palette, maybe you would like my videos and should subscribe, follow, etc. Now for the not so fun part of this video, for me, we actually have to declutter. Ugh. Let me tell you the vision. So we have all this here, this shelf here. What is going on? So my vision is that, number one, we get this shelf decluttered. Even though I already did a declutter of this, you can't even tell because it looks like how it started. But basically, I want to declutter the pantry shelves because we have good storage. And I want to fit all of the existing items here, or after we decluttered the remaining items on the shelf, I want to put them in the pantry somewhere. And then on the shelf, it'll be more decorative. We'll just have, you know, our really nice kitchen pieces on it, like this girl. But to find a spot for all of this stuff, we have to declutter the entire pantry. It's gonna take a couple videos, I think, to declutter the pantry. Maybe 1 or 2 more after this. And then another one to declutter. We have so much declutter. And then this is just the kitchen, you guys. We have the whole house. We have like 5 other rooms. The pantries, they're looking a little bit wacky right now. So I'll show you what we're working with. Oh, whoa, what is going on in here? Okay, why are there so many spices? This is just the first one, okay? Number 2, we have this girl here. Oh, that's a lot of, okay, no worries. So this is what we're tackling today. And before we get into it, I'm actually gonna change my shirt because this is gonna get very dirty and I don't really care about this shirt. So 1 second. Wardrobe complete. Now let's get into it. How do we even, why do I have so many spices, you guys? Step number 1, I'm just gonna take everything out of this pantry and put it on the table, and then once it's on the table, we'll organize. We're running out of table space already and we only got 1 shelf cleared. She is free and clear, but you know what isn't? Whoa, oh, okay, no more. Whoa, Jojo, whoa, what's all that stuff? And before we get to organizing, this pantry is quite dirty, so I'm gonna vacuum it out and then, you know, Lysol wipe it. Beautiful. She is vacuumed, cleaned, and now we just have to organize all of this stuff. At first glance, what do we have? A lot of tuna. We have like 20 tins of tuna. I don't really eat tuna. I mean, I eat it like a little bit, but not enough to have just 20 cans of it sitting in the cupboard. We have a ton of spices, and then we have like some health stuff like vitamins, fiber supplement, if you know, you know. We also have a lot of oatmeal, you know, Quaker oats, instant oats, Brown sugar oats, tons of oats. I don't eat oats. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do so as to not be overwhelmed is remove all of the spices that we have here and set them aside because I will likely keep most of the spices that we have. Is this a cry for help, you guys? Now all the spices, they're gonna go on the spice tray. Does the person need this much cinnamon? I don't know. Spice tray. And then like, what are these? I don't know what these are. Can someone ID these? Do these go on the spice tray? I don't know. Spices are done. I have too many spices. What I need, a spice rack. For now, they're just gonna go on this tray. Spices are in, easy access, first shelf. This is our progress. She's looking a bit better. She's only a mild call for help now. Now I don't know what to do about all the other stuff. Like, is baking powder the same thing as baking soda? Do I need both of these? I think this is a lifetime supply of baking soda. So what I'm gonna do with the baking soda, because, you know, we don't need all this. I'm just gonna put some into this athletic greens canister that we have. And I think this will be enough baking soda to last a lifetime, and then I will put the rest of this on the curb. And look at that, we got all of our baking soda in one canister. I should probably label that this is baking soda. Wouldn't want to confuse it with baking powder. Now we need a shelf for our little appliances. We got this girl here as well as our rice cooker. They're gonna go on the top shelf. And we have like 4 or 5 different kinds of flour, so they are all just in here. We're gonna have like a cooking shelf. Do we need to keep this activated charcoal? Do we? I don't think I've used this once. Never been opened. Interesting. Now this is where we're at. We've made significant improvements. We're almost halfway there because we cleaned out one full pantry. On the first shelf we have the spices. Then we have all my husband's protein, which honestly I could find a different spot for it, but this is where it's at right now. We have an empty shelf, and then we have the rice cooker. Table is cleared. Now we do have a miscellaneous assortments of items here, but I don't exactly have a spot for them to go right now, but I'm hoping that their spot reveals itself after we start cleaning out this pantry next. Which pantry, Jules? This one. She's a bit crazy in here. I don't even know what's in here. And since she worked so well, we're gonna do the table method again. Yeah, I'm gonna copyright that table method. So we're gonna take everything from here and lay it out on the table. And what will we find in here? Who's to say? You know what? I'm gonna put down a cloth on the table because we got a lot of sauces here and they are likely, some of them at least, dripping. Like what? Lifetime supply of vinegar to match the baking soda. So here we have 2 levels of sauces. Ideally, we are gonna cull the sauces so that all my remaining sauces, they fit in just one grill here. And then that will leave us room to put all the baking stuff like the flour, sugar, in the one above it. Thankfully, I won't have to think too hard about which sauces to throw out or get rid of because what was stored in here, tons of empties. We have just like 4 empty vinegar bottles. Why? Before, this is all that remains. Now we're gonna do the second shelf. Caesar rimmer. Every household needs one. Oh my god, not another spice. What was she doing in here? Miniature baseball bat. Vegetable oil. Haven't used this once. She's leaking too. And while we're here, we're just actually gonna clear out the top shelf as well. Just get her all out. Now we're gonna try and organize the sauces. We have a lot of olive oil, so she's going in first. Next, we gotta do the vinegars. We also have a lot of vinegars. Can you tell we're Italian? Now these big ticket items, I'm just gonna put under this thing to get them out of the way for now. They will find their permanent home later. And another thing I want to buy a really nice version of is a salt and pepper mill. So that's on the list to buy, because right now we just use these plastic ones, which are fine, but we want to elevate, you know? We also have a ton of honey. Like, do we need all this honey? For now, we're just gonna keep it. Are you ready to see the finished product? Well, finished for today. In this corner, we have this girl here. Oh my God, do you even recognize her? So we have all of our oils, vinegars, sauces on this first shelf. Up here, we have all of our cooking supplies. And what I realized is I need to get a lot more of these wire crates. They're from Muji. And up here, TBD, we cleared out a whole shelf for more stuff. Perfect. Now moving over to the other pantry. And you guys behind the scenes, Jojo, our little Jojo was helping. Now up here, what do we have? Oh my God. Okay, we have spices. Then here, all my husband's workout stuff. Would love to get rid of that, but it's here for now. Up here, the toaster. I don't know if that'll stay here, but I just wanted to see how she took up the space. And then up above, we have the rice cooker with the rice. And because of that, we are one step closer to getting all of this in here. But for further context, to see, you know, where this journey's going, we still have to cull everything in here. This is all of our dishware, but we have about 1,000 mugs. Why do we have so many mugs? So we're gonna deal with that. Hopefully, you know, free up some more space. And then moving along, what else do we have to declutter? Up here, you guys, above the microwave. What's going on in here? I don't know. What's in here? Who knows? Who's to say? Moving right along. Okay, sure. Don't know what's in there. The worst pantry is the one I'm about to show you. Oh God. I don't even know what's in here. And then, oh, you thought we were done? No, we're not done. We have to figure out this situation. Okay. Perfect. This situation. And then this situation. When we're not done, because there's a lot of, whoa, you thought that was bad. Oh, okay, this is actually not that bad. Let's say one of the main ones is down in here. There's just like a random Jojo just had his dinner, and much like us, he's never satiated. He always wants more. So he thought he was getting more. Anytime we open anything, the fridge, the pantry, he thinks we're opening it to get his food. Well, thank you for coming on this inaugural journey with me. This is the first step towards a lifetime of decluttering and minimalism. I approximate that in just the pantry decluttering series, we will need, okay, so I did 2 pantries today. How many do we have left? I suspect that there will be 3 more videos on just decluttering the pantry. So you have that to look forward to in the upcoming videos. This is gonna be a little bit painful at the beginning, but I know once we get the ball rolling, it's gonna be great. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe her kitchen looked like that before when we get to the end product. You know what I mean? So just be patient. That's what I have to tell myself. And we'll get there one day, hopefully soon, hopefully by the end of June. Anyways, comment below your decluttering tips. Do you have any for me? I'll take them. And that's the video. I'll see you on the next adventure.